on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
Yeah, man. We're about to go live now. And indeed, I welcome you to the best entertainment show on OK 101.7 FM. My name is Halifax and Sado. It's another Wednesday edition. Now, DJ Talks there. On the say ya. High life, see ya.
My tears for you. Just can't wait melting myself in your arms. My cool man, just so you.
One more time, I welcome you. It is our midweek edition. And I pay my hype and suka cry. Your bomba is a bekoyi.
Okay,
Amen. Penny for no what nasi ubia jinakonia. Forever con Rick just kidding Junior Rick Tennyson. No so straw check. I mean him so better trading when you na or check back on Swana. People like this, when their children are in primary school and they are writing about my father, my father's name was Rick just kidding Junior Rick Tennyson. Or a guy new. My other guest is Socrates Safo. I hear when I was younger, I didn't the Johnny. Ricky, more cover.
That's Yenya.
Bokodie.
Addo.
Okay. Ricky, do you, I mean, so do you lift metals? Do you?
No, this is news to me.
It's a question. I didn't make a statement. Do you?
Me say news, mama.
Question no your news. Okay.
Mintin poda. Mintin so be bisa me sade na poda.
And I say me they say
because obi bisa obi aka say me skinny boy. Nti me wan say o say obi sa question.
Na skinny mboni. Well. So your answer is a no.
No. I didn't tell now bisa sa.
Wabasa. The say ke style bi. We say macho man. We say obi up to me.
From dada nyina you be on monitor.
Devi, na Devi pressure. We say obi up to me tamba lot.
Say me fu kese nti. Ama me share top na ama hana ye style. Me fu.
So na me say we say obi up to me tamba lot box di jana.
God forbid.
Amen, bro. So great. Yeah. No cover.
Yeah.
So great boko dear.
Bibia boko.
Edanya mi ase.
Enra nso mi hu se na why busy. Ewo Kwa FS launch na se. Kwa mixture launch na se. Oh. Halifax.
Safo.
Halifax.
Meninju.
Addo.
Me nim the entire, you know. Anyway, with my infant my infant to Chenevia next time. Because I don't understand why we can have church service in a cinema hall. We can have conferences in a cinema hall.
Ali.
Yes.
Kwa FS as. Kwa mixture asem. Say kwa FS na no ani kwa mixture.
No correct.
Na omo bo FDA so abaso. Say FDA abo mama. Omo timi ahihye neme yie. Aye ultramodern factory. Say no. Bibia odru ha ohwe e no ma expand production line enso. Inti say shortage no emba mu biem. Just say almost say for general well-being. Now general well-being no your brofo. Halifax. General well-being no. Mpacho you can brofo na o de batwi mu no ye de.
Well. Safo.
Family na baby o kono de honye mame. Nti de family line na o de general well-being.
Until almost launching products no wa hifa.
Oh, Halifax.
Safo.
Yes, QFS no. For general well-being.
So for me, Baba, entertainment why?
Oh, okay.
Na koa de enye nene ebeka koa asem. Promo po hu hia om. Ye nyina ye fa bi. Then radio meeting ye no say minister say aban. Omo select herbal medicine bia. Omo de be ye dwuma.
Yeah.
Omo de become official list of medicines and a koa account.
Yeah.
I think it's good news for them.
Yeah.
And we congratulate them. We congratulate the FDA.
Yeah.
Now let's move on. Safo.
But say topic na ye be discuss in the say no there.
Safo.
Yeah, Halifax.
More creative art for more. Yes, and then so more ye day.
And yeah, kick you off your campaign. The last time no, you call last week no, your committee and ye nyina yeah committee home to campaign for more into no nana bi babishia na ye nyina no your commitment together near kick off your campaign from you call house to house, room to room, person to person, and we are going to propagate the gains. And it's not a gains for the arts, a gains for the whole industry. Your creative arts for more no, because school fees no ye nyina ye ntu ye bi mpuntu abai ye nyina
I mean, I don't know
what near that president as I say, for the first time in the history of Ghana, yes, creative art school amaya akakra no mawie.
Okay,
then people like me ebenya baby a umbe shasi free, they will not wait for you to go to a technical school go and learn auto mechanic ne niama ebia we interested in ho from ashasi na hu se oba no e wo interest in the arts, so timi to nyom, so timi draw, so timi act, then no they call that school no specifically and you be chire na dey and you be building a talent no from there. At least obenya kwan asua other subjects not to say maths ne science ne niama ne kakra, but the arts may be the full focus of the school. Into obewie no say nafti no person kwa na school of 4 minutes no person kwa no why you focus on it and we can build talents. DJs I work Ghana chesi baby no omo brands and be omo nyomo footing no and also ni nyina no ye betimi abo presenters say we see hwe baby okon na ya me nima de kra usua school I went me into your school fees o certificate akawo your friend say akona so na baby akọ school fee certificate na ka because went me into your school fees nyankopa daroma ene kweku ba kon ehun mobo na build to this point and na so at least send ya no kan no otowachi ano wa obi edi kakra nyankopon adaroma ne wa baby true and say Father Dixon untimi nka twi nyina me kaida no o se o beye no usuro obeye wa ba betina han say nyankopon adaroma ne utimi hu baby akonso ne wo obi kasakra no pese udum ne mic a onim baby a obedum first no struggle and then nyankopon but 25 school na aba no who say your mouse who fit mo frase a straight who free Nigeria buy no nka do ko straight na ye de wakwakotina no asua nka waye ni papa Halifax 4 more to do more for you.
Where are you?
Baby I feel me be shase here.
Okay, I deliberately didn't stop you.
Nancy so stop me because no me can asem a eto asum.
Okay, me pacho mo creative art for more that ben na mo di mo anu betumbi say cinema halls yet to me conferences wo ho ebi mo use it as a sorry auditorium ye but still mo lifty ban on cinemas no ye sini wo ho enye ye na because to say nra baby amokoye mo program yi snap cinema auditorium or AME office complex say sini wo ho but I mean many cinema halls are church auditoriums that church services are still going on. But because you lifty ban on cinema showing, yen to me premier movie, yen to me can't say me bisa was safo me bisa was say more creative art for more. Cinemas in so falls under you ne creative art. That ben na mudi mo number tumbi amaye.
Ricky say
Ricky you can creative art for more.
I want
the answer from creative art
yes,
for more.
Yes, no, but my person rich
sana wa catch me say feed my senior Juma no won your host into won to me direct me program.
Oh, you see me no yet here.
Nti na ma bisa won wo hwia no
no say Or no be see no cramp.
We be yimano and I won't yimano.
Oh, I didn't mean you are.
Let me patch yimano.
Okay. O question anything.
Creative arts for more.
Yeah.
Da ben na mu de manobek tumbi. Say yesre mampenyin on bie cinemas no maye because cinema halls no see maye mbie no ebi mu use omo de year conferences omo de year sorry omo de year other meetings say to me ya sorry wo ho observing social distancing and covid protocols say to me year conferences wo ho eye yia ye hwa sini wo ho nso a eno so ye
good Halifax
yeah
President Debio Kasa or say science and data na omo de e check. And I also know say various institutions ne industries ne nyina so etimi ye proposals ema aban team na omo eteki say decisions no. Meaning about sports for am ko your presentation any name and omo check your request no ne ho into two year nyina ne se ne tie. And omo take decisions. President so akachire say omo bie ba ko no ma study no ma hwese ne e kono no. Na eno nso no omo edi ntutuye na eba I know say at the right time no based on recommendations ye mu bi aye Halifax
Safo
I have restrained myself pa say meti comments bi free me nua no mu bi a war industry no mo personal attack obi ti me frɛ okrampo no akeka sebi nse hu bi a kyerɛ say na wo ti ono nim nyansa as if say cinemas no wo na wakɔkyerɛ president say sisi ebie no the it's right advice and the necessary
and creative as for more no de manu etu na manu betum
yes ye de anu atum ya man recommendations ya appeal your minister a listening minister ye ne tena se bonkomo e kyerɛ no then ono so far or the call baby yes or the call
okay
but there is a committee that sits somewhere we don't have control over them.
Okay.
They analyze whatever is there and they bring their your friend is saying recommendations. Instead say munyina mudi manu betu mu bi no. Then you turn around na me na madane tuapia edi me si ano ne sometimes you go on social media and you read some of the comments and you ask yourself say onipa na okasa na onyansa na sabi. As if say wo be kwa akokasa e chare mamumie. Ye bie cinema ho na be benefit say me a meti anse yi. Ye bie cinema na me any wo ye me no o kan say hu kire me no wan be benefit yes me nim nyansa
safo obuefu
Halifax
yeah
sometimes simu allow me enso ya keke bi kire nkrofo
and
because you are in office obi atimi kan say hu bi a kire o
wa keke bi a kire me a man ka hwe
no it doesn't come with the job no the job so ya mo bi appointment bi nsi a otimi kan say hu bi a kire no
yeah no out of frustrations or out of some level of misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding.
Yes.
Okay. Say me misunderstand. You more can say, "Mami, so allow me to also say something to them."
And because it comes to the job, sometimes I was saying who say you have to.
What do you mean restrain? Who can be annual restraining and you know the person? Who restrain who say, "Oh no, oh dear," because Ricky. Maybe one on one. You make the appeal, you explain, you make the request, and also the minister will be here. And also fire she is not the final authority. There is a whole committee. It has been explained severally. Say there is a committee sitting there. Our we made up of doctors, scientists, and all the technical.
For me, bo, Emma Obon for I. This will say creative art for more. Mudi manua tumana. Eno na idea before you know.
Mami fa kwenye nso make keke bi nchiro mo.
Ricky.
Yeah. Ali.
Adara mana will be.
Ose.
You wanted to make a contribution.
Interesting no. For me, matete are issues no so and na me ame with my reservations, on that particular call and all of that.
Say MBA cinema no.
Yes, because often anytime talents and celebrities are up for something, I say we don't really sit down to delve into the real issues and I say like the realities of it because a celebrity it makes it seem like it is and one I was say and I say and one the right thing I was say you get it, mind you. Nightclubs and so if you see the same challenge, they've not been opened. One, because there's no celebrity and our celebrities owning nightclubs. pressure, no, and as it seems like it is not also relevant. Event people also are going through the same thing, but it's in America now because as a celebrities don't own the event space. No, what he's saying, how many movie theaters do we have in the system? The key ones are minimum malls, no? The ones from the malls. They are the key movie theaters. Why are they not the ones coming out to even say EMBA mom? Because they understand some of the issues I actually spoke behind with some of Omo running these projects are saying, they've been asked that when the theaters are opened, after every showing, beyond spaces now, keeping the protocols, which will mean that you can't have a full house. You need to have more or less like a half theater. One, it is cost for them. It is cost for them. What I say, beyond that, after every showing, you need to run a process, which process means that I will say you clean the whole place, sanitize the whole place, provide another clean up way, cleaning stuff before people can get into the theaters. That alone is challenging, Hali. That alone is a cost for the theater, for the that theater industry.
Running the place.
What I say, yes. So you need to consider that the theaters, all these directives, they realize that Charlie is going to be challenging for them who are running the business. It's going to be challenging. So it is not just about.
We should look at the other side of the coin.
Yes, it is not just about one celebrity needing the theaters to open for your movie to show. Are you considering the cost that will go into it for more accommodating the viewers? Are you considering that?
Once a theater because on to me taking in full capacity.
That is one. Yes.
Number two, after every showing, I think never be fumigate or
clean the place and make sure
theater run on provide the water, tissue, sanitizer, thermometer gun every. Okay.
It's cost. What you say have sat down to think, Charlie. And mind you, all the movies so bad. It is not like they are going to make any more investment than they are going to do. But the say NBA theaters. Sometimes, celebrities, because of their fame and more power, they push certain agendas only to favor them, and they leave the rest of the industry, and it is not fair.
Anyway, next week I want us to focus on my guest today because you see, if you're a celebrity, a person on premiere movie. You get what I mean?
You alone.
See. Or bet to me at your cost of fumigation. Inti manosani 3 hours non premiere na onko.
No, it is that is unless let's have that conversation first. What I say, if we have that conversation and maybe
theater owners bakum be movie for bakum be then when we agree on something
same thing with the gaming issue so yes, okay, because celebrities are calling for something, but are we looking at the other side of it? Sometimes celebrities they should be mindful of some of the advocacies they get themselves into.
Okay, and I see political parties no koyomo balloting on how they would appear on the ballot sheet on the D-Day. Once my guest is also a politician, I see in the party, the New Patriotic Party for number one. Safa, why are you smiling?
Oh, I was expecting say Obebo Suraba photo.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
Okay, FM 101.7.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM. You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
It's Prestia Honey Valley for new presidential candidates no order number 1 and it's for that number 2 semi Rex Oma yebebo omo de be yebebo 2 bo me 2 bo me don't mind me right akeje watani si tayo watani. And that is how I want to welcome my guest for today, our own minister in charge of tourism, arts, and create tourism.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Sana banu mami mawakwaba.
Yenya medasi bebre.
Yes, yeah, that's a pass. Although I know we're very tight schedule from what I'm seeing. So we're meeting BS, one parliament to see at least, but what happens over far hati when I am born como. Precia for no more to say.
Precia only valley for omuye pa. Minchia ahimfo ewo Precia huni valley na minchia NPP constituency Precia only valley constituency executives nina chairman Abiam Kumtu Danso da omano ejuma pa omo ye ede ama MPP amanyuko eni Nana Addo Danko Ekufado eni miankasa say omo parliamentary candidate yeni so yeda omase yenyina eni se wo campaign en yade a eda form na mianso masan aye minister na me san so parliament sesi afi ye ko ye ma bebre wo ho ye nti na che se ejuma da me so wo ha nti constituency no so ejuma so wo ho eye campaign no nti omo agi aboso pa ti mi da omo ase ejuma pa omo ye na minim so se Precia Huni Valley fo nyina ebe hwe ni ayaye over this short period 3 years me dey make say 3 years if we say 2020 ye nyina nim say ye be kon coronavirus March pe na coronavirus be sinsan ye komu nti 3 years enso wo hwe mpuntu juma akoso e wo Ghana memu Precia Huni Valley so yenya ye chefa na che say His Excellency Nana Addo Danko Ekufado yete ne so aya sorry wa ye ejuma pa nti ye say ni second term no ni 4 more years no say ni nsaka na ne juma na we fi ase ye no tumi tuaso na Ghana man ye fa ye ntama pa ifra nti Precia Huni Valley de ye boko ye ejuma pa sesi aye ne da number 1 o wo Western region efa voter population.
Really?
Yes. We are the highest in the Western region. Say region ya chemu mienu sesi Western North any Western.
What is your voter population?
Western Takwa is now number 2. We registered over 136,000 voters.
Hey.
Inti yeda number 1. Inti chese ye be ye campaign din atwi edom dodo na ni atu no boom e ama His Excellency Nana Addo Danko.
Does it mean Precia Huni Valley more voter population Akosro from 2016?
Oh yes, Akosro 2016 we were around 120,000.
And you won with about.
Yes, I won with the difference was about 4,000 between MPP and NDC. It was in the region of
36,444. That is 50, about 52%.
Yes. Into this year, no, the problem we have realized is that a very high turnout. So we are going to work on that to bring out the numbers. About registration now, you know, a very high registration. About voting day now, we don't get maximum turnout. So this time around, we are going to work on the turnout. Votes no boom His Excellency.
But how come 2016 you the candidate had more votes than His Excellency the President in your constituency?
And so it's because deficit from 2012. The deficit was about 9,000.
Whoa.
Yes. NDC won the presidential by about 9,000. In Suba 2016, we lost by about 1,000, which meant that we had covered a lot of ground. What do you say?
Is it, and say, what will be your predictions for 2020? Is it same? I mean, would you get more votes than the president? Would the president get more votes than you?
Boom. Yeah, call it together. Yeah, we need over 10,000 votes difference. Many presidents, you know.
I see. It looks as if you are very popular on the ground. And yes, I won't call primaries unopposed.
Say, we do my pa and a casamao. Abraham Stanley, the first time, 2012. I told them, say, by the end of my first term, I don't want to do a hectic campaign. I want my good works on the ground to speak for me. So during my first term, I have worked very hard.
Police and beer with very hard in what tuning. Me no tune. What have you done in Ministerial Valley? With about 3 big percent because of those 3. What I see is that I see or donated books for her. Because of you, I now know places like Takwa, Bogosu. I'm like, okay, I keep reading about this woman. Boy, Obia donated books, mommy. Give her 3 reasons why Ministerial Valley should give Barbara or Ting JC one more term, at least for now.
Okay. Number 1, the major issue are not confronting Obia can wasem. Roads. His Excellency Nanado Aka. Osi baby obeko biya ahimfo. Esre for roads. And the same persists in Ministerial Valley. Uba Ministerial Valley aya kwan nyina ye. Eyem futuro kwan kwa. Nti ehumi futuro ni nyina sa na bo yare. Me by the time I ye 2016 election. Na menya respiratory problem.
Oh, could say lawyer more.
Inti me said ye tie bia me hwese ye betu anamo e wo ye roads. Se si amini wu ka say because the roads ni nyina ye. Na wuntumi ye ni nyina prekope. The major ones that connect to the municipal capital. Nyame adum ye tu anamo asisi aye yama yen. Wufri Bogoso is a municipal capital. Wufri Bogoso another big town is Pristia. Exactly. Which is a mining town. It is a Bogosu to Pristia main road no. Contractor that so den.
Say a coho enea.
Ela Huni Valley, Mianka Samikro Huni Valley. Ufi Huni Valley is now ko Bogoswa. E kwan ni yen. Edu baby kura taxes faso. It is a uf pese uf ko Bogosu from Huni Valley. This a okofa boss one na wo wan na wo de akọ. Se si a contractor that so den. Meba na baso. Wilhelm wa ye juma pa we bie kwan num e ma sesi a onwie ye enso sesi a taxes no monam so saa if you say a major improvement aba nti sa main road nso ye guso a ye eno da nchen a town roads. His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Baumi Amida na say oba ni Hajj rounds 2018 no ka say Pristia ye took gold wo Pristia over 100 years enso wo hwe akwan ye wo Pristia kromu a Urebeho. Nti ni Sino Hydro projects or ye phase 1 ne pe eno di Prisia Himine Town Roads ehemu. Wow. Se si a contractor da so a ye Prisia any Himine Town Roads nyina e di amayen. E sign say Bogoso so ye municipal capital nti highways so afa. Say ye Bogoso Town Roads asphalt overlay and also contractor no by the end of October obesatia ye asphalt overlay no. Now as part of the main road from Huni Valley to Bogoso no. And also, ye the Huni Valley Town Roads 3 kilometers. Ye the akaho, ye the amakon.
Mommy, all these things in one constituency.
Yes, my constituency. I have over 300 towns and villages. Over 300. It's huge. It's a huge constituency. Into a constituency, be anam ye da meni to say. Ese me hwese ye chemu. Na eye mienu. Na ye nsa etumi ko ho ne di dwuma pa edema constituency. And so, and your man to ye yes ye census and some and a coronavirus into yentumi an census no into media minim say said ye bia after 2020 election ye census ni we appreciate only value ye bechem ema na ye mienu ema empuntu djuma netumi akoso wano e de amaye media mi hu ye se we MP a wo ko hyehyemra and so wo sign so ye agents of development e de ma wo mpeso aso
that's true
say wo na wo ben mpenimfo no nti wo na ese nia ehia om no wotumi ton ema mpenimfo no na wo gye emwa e de ko Prisia Univali se Prisia Univali ye was 4 main towns Univali Bogoso Aboso any Prisia ye fan education ye nim say education e da o mampeni akomaso Bogoso ye wo SHS wo ho mpuntu djuma course so e wo SHS na ye nya bi Bogoso St Augustine's SHS wo ho Univali SHS wo ho Prestec Prisia Technical SHS e wo ho Aboso any SHS sisi ametu anamo ama state of the art TVETs aban eba besi TVET bakon eko Aboso into education so yensa aka yenchefa ewom into roads yensa aka yenchefa education so yensa aka yenchefa you see all work and no play
makes Jack a dull
into uba ne sports so ametu anamo
sir
and yes ni your man ma che de no de ye bebre I dan chen na wo fa no sports infrastructure yenim so aban ba ye wa hwese sports infrastructure ebe kosopa e wo Ghana me na wo ba me ho a Prisia ye wo stadium Prisia Sports Stadium mining company na si ye a che atiti apansam aye mo aye are ho nti mitu anamon eko GMPC fo ho e de koto omunim se be ya astrotef yo mo be ye bi wo Prisia Sports Stadium omusu so mu e ma sesi a astrotef project no e koso e wo Prisia Sports Stadium na under MPP policy of 1 million per constituency no so through CODA ye funding ya yenyaye e sansa constituency ne so na tre na buy nti untumi ye astrotef ba kon e wo Prisia se mebu ni nyina enko ho nti ya sign so ye second one under CODA e wo Aboso eno so contractor no gusu den yenim se obewie ansana yatoaba nti astrotef mienu enso eba Prisia Univali nti wo se me kan ne o ma me
on a serious note, you've done well. If you, in case you just joining, this is OK 101.7. The program is Best Entertainment. My guest is the Honorable Minister herself, Barbara Otinjesi. Me a mistake, Kobisano say, Mami. You know, Cressa, you are popular on the ground. In the last elections, when your votes change our candidates, mention 3 reasons why they should maintain you. Now, no. But Barbara, these beautiful things you said about your constituency, hard work, congrats. And many MPs, if you ask them this, they can't say anything. But DC, can you both same about our creative arts sector, our tourism sector? Say, Omesumi Baye, Mampenyin Mami Posti. I think it was midway. Yeah, because you didn't start from tourism. So I said, man, what have you done for us that we should clap for you or applaud you? What would you tell us?
Yo, me that say. I assumed responsibility for the ministry in April 2019. Yeah, in April 2019. Now me buy one major project na ye a year of return.
Okay.
Na omampeni di 2 minutes share me sano. Asemo kan say. You know that if the year of return is not successful, you are going to be blamed. Yes.
Wow.
Those were his words exactly. Internet say kwan bia so ye hu ne make sure say year of return no ebe successful. Na year of return no meda omampeni ase eye adwen kese pa. If we say eye kasa keke eno kan said declaring 2019 as a year of return. Say ye ebi before omo amanone. Ebi memu na mufri. Inti 400 years ayebefa mo ancestors ekoye. We ebibini a we wo amanone a ese wo hu se bibrim na ufri. we are celebrating all that you have gone through over the years. As a siya muwa baby pa mujina. Inti mumbrefie na yen celebrating your resilience, celebrating the resilience of Africans in the diaspora. Okan sa asem no so. Ebi before eboje so. Omunyina etu kwan eba Ghana. Emma over 150 activities any a year during the year of return, and it was hugely patronized. And ordinary ebi before ebaye, celebrities ebaye, political leaders. If everybody enye ebi before political icons and but we shall Nancy Pelosi of the U.S. Congress. She herself led the Congressional Black Caucus. She said blacks are omu Congress. She herself as speaker led them to come to Ghana. Nti empenifo bebre ebaye. Ema Ghana yeji yedin pa all the international media yebo yedin. Na woka tourism eden na woka. Wo ton woman. Nia eye papa ewo woman mu e na wo ton se nkrofo na omumbehwe no mu enji omuni. Insi sa year of return no was like a marketing tool for Ghana. And nkrofo so ti yenka. And omu buy so in their numbers. Then na enim December in Ghana said ye. Emma nkrofo enya ho emfaso pa. The creative industry for so omunya ho emfaso. Musical concerts ahura ekoba ye. Artifacts omu wo art center artifacts obi aba ope bibie free Ghana ko the designers omu ye made in Ghana outfits obi aba oto made in Ghana ahye oto bi e dia koche omu wo amanoni a kire se waba Ghana nti obi anya ho mfaso ye ba ya hairdressing saloons ni ade eye ma if so obi awo event bi a okọ obekwa community obeto atare obetina ka mu obeda hotel obedidi made in Ghana food obi epebi edi wako kasa me koye midi banku ni tilapia anase midi wache anase midi fufuo ni goat soup aname boa nti wo sha the value chain no obi a benefit ye nti me de ni ameka ni se nia omanpenin sa adwenkese no odi aboa Ghana man pa sesi ayaji edin ai yaji edin danu ya ye assessment even in the midst of coronavirus nkrofo into mpese ombetu kwan if you so musro no ye assessment of countries nkrofo pese omukọ no Ghana na yeda I think number 7 in the whole world and it's a dividend of the year of return.
And so Patrick said the year of return actually sold Ghana internationally.
Yes.
Nah, it didn't only sell Ghana to the entertainment community, but even people in political leadership, the business community, those who are coming for heritage tourism, and the ripple effects are still there. And even down here, the value chain, people in transport businesses, what you wear, what you eat. Mikobi mum, the 3-day one that after Afrochella and yeah, Miss me Jimeni. And
further to that, you introduce it beyond the return.
Okay.
And we are 10-year project, 2020 to 2030. The science said 2020 coronavirus ninti nyoma ye kan sanke pese ye no. Akechire kakra. But for the last quarter of the year, we are doing some virtual programs. And in December, we are focusing more activities for December to build on the December last year. Na ye wari shem se nkrofo beba. Na ni amisra ni se Ghana for yensu yemfa ye hunjim.
Beyond the return. No?
Yes. Into December in Ghana no. Say we may not get the patronage like last year of international tourists, but Ghana for ankasanso yemfa ye hunjim. Let's enjoy our country. Omampeni wakukudin coronavirus ye bayi we jina se bema wakukudin aboye hu ban wo hwe se dia eye wo baby a na wo hwe Ghana na che se se ye nyina ye danase if we say enkwa de ye ba akupe o wo hwe wo nkwa na asa nti ya me ko constituency na ebi mu ka se o na honorable wo ka se wo be ba be ye enwe me nka we omunsi network baby me call no
telecommunications network. Say when you call
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Mobile phone network. Oh, no network, no votes. your network who can say over by yen so ye. And I may say, why unim 2020 yari by ye, aye kutia yari atu 2 borders. Na say wo hwe won kwa network no wo de yede. Bet me I call. Inti ye ni ehia ansa na ye ni efata. Se sia 2020 ne de ni ane ehia ne se o mampanin be bo ye nkwa ho bai. Na ye nyina ya tena wiase. No wi a edwumedie na aka ekire no o de ato aso. Enu nti na se sia ye hu ne se Ghana memu ya hwe ye nkwa enkofo ya hwe omo ahwe omo nkwa no Omundru 500 is around 300 and something, 310 or so. Would you compare Obidia? Now we who saw Mampini, why ye jumapa, Eddie Amaye. A boy who buy me Edda suit in Quim, or can say, I saw Fontanity and Bompire Magana, or more Bompire Magana, says, ya, in yet in Quim. Inti at one as well. In Puntu Jumaka crackage, obey Eddie Amaye.
And before one day, so more chance. Get no more ye campaign, no more tompa pay. But Minister, I asked you, I mean, what have you done? Year of return, classic example. Beyond the return, continuity, such classic example. Open so I can say, oh, but Halifax, mommy, no, or no, any party manifesto promises, no, any na no more disu. The almost see or more disu no chroma starts rather late in the day. Ube you say.
Your party manifesto for creative arts no say enyoma titru mienu ye kan ye a creative arts bill.
Yes, that's true.
Yes. Any theaters you can see basi.
And also mo ye hu de
because creative arts bill ye nim say edwumedie bia betum pon a na say wunya structure bia ebegina so na ye edwuma. Inti bill no, it will provide the legal and institutional framework ebeboa na ye peja the creative industry, because you see I say creative industry ni de yesronko etumi boa ewe dwuma mu youth ni bebre omo ye innovative omo ye creative omo tumi ye nyoma and build a business for themselves through that. Inti yesi etumi boa omo NSI so ediskaba. If you say sa we num nyina ye de kwa manonia etumi eboa foreign exchange earnings we hu and eno so push tourism, because obi if you abrochire ba okromu a enye ne ohunu wa abrochire no pese obi hu ha pese obi hu something different. Nti your creative industry no na supports what is different and unique about Ghana. Nti omunso ema tourism economy. Inti say etumi boa omu na nwedwuma no epeja. Inti creative arts bill you recognize it so say funding an issue for the creative industry. If you say accessing funding from the commercial banks at the current going interest rates no a problem at the moment. In the creative arts bill we have made provision for a creative arts fund which will support the practitioners in the industry. Inti me buy no ni ane da meni so ani say me wi me ho ase e be pass
bill no into
it
law.
It pass and let say 2021 you benya funding for that creative arts fund. Now you to me aboa your practitioners no omwako omunim. Now even whilst we were waiting for the law to be passed no ye to me to anamon kakra ye nim say ye Ghana Tourism Authority ye tourism levy bi wo ho. Ye fa ebi e de boa some of the producers in the industry. So muntumi enfendi omudwumedie. Say our National Film Authority ye set it up. Almost a partner private sector. Emma omu ye film pitch. And also ombe select some of the producers. Na ya omu funding. No way to me edi ejumedie. Inti creative arts bill ni die.
Inti creative arts bill no akose sen.
Oh, se no e call for gazetting. All the amendments ye call cabinet, all the amendments ye cast ye wie. Emma ye call attorney generals. Emma must submit it for gazetting. E call gazetting for 14 days. Emsa a few days, not 14 days they do. It's a new paper na say e call parliament. And omanpenin so any DH pa.
But the fear is that say amba parliament in term and then you rise.
My manunsi.
Okay.
It's because bill no omanpenin so any DH hiano pa creative industry no hiano. Because when say one of the main pillars for economic transformation. Into wakatre majority leader parliament say the etie bia no bill no see etumi pass ansana afini abewie.
Wow.
Inti say under certificate of agency kra onhwe na ontu ho anam.
So they we dey one yard here.
Aye.
When quad aha. Because if that commitment is there, say
yes.
even if under certificate of emergency, pass it. That was our fear. Say, hadia mo ye. Ube ho no mo. Once Parliament rises, you are going for campaign. Then we have a new.
Inti ye ni abre wo.
Inti mami, ubetumi share your bonus say. So you can see on authority say before this Parliament term expires, we will have a creative arts bill passed into law.
Inshallah, God be my helper.
Ha! Maminu dia shenyame. Once again, I'm talking to Barbara Otinjesi, Minister for Tourism, Arts
and Culture. See, as I was saying, creative arts, yenim say you can also say you be specialized courts in the industry, no, because yenim say copyright issues near there affect you. And also you two one among any Chief Justice Eddie Nkomo Emma Ojitum, so obeshe no wa boana ya set up specialized courts, no. But that time no na ye be called legal vacation. Until you can say you resume in October. Obeshe na was set up courts. Until say I resume, you be sign according chain. Now wait to me a designated specialized courts. Until going forward, no, you be say yen so you be boa judiciary no more training more judges with adequate knowledge in the copyright issues. Omobe she edi yasem edi amaye. Inti creative industry yakuma da omuso. If we say yenim say they have a lot to contribute to the economy of Ghana. Now theaters ne die minim say ye ensem bebre. In
fact, you just predicted my next question. Sent theater no boy.
You can see a theaters. 3. Accra the National Theatre wo ho. Nti you can say Kumasi, Takoradi and Tamale.
Starting with these 3 regions.
Starting with these 3. Na ye di kan eco renovate theatre ye hwe no ye hu say to establish the theatres, we needed private sector investment. So whilst we were looking for that investment, we already have theatres, National Commission on Culture, various regional commissions of culture.
Across the country.
Yeah, across the country. And they were all in a deplorable state. Why don't we refurbish these ones and make it available for the industry? Whilst we are working on getting the private sector partnerships to set up the ultra-modern theatres.
Yeah, but I say art centers, no more large size ultra-modern theatres. And even if you refurbish them, it still doesn't,
That's the point I'm making. That whilst we are looking for the private sector partnership
for the one you actually
the ultra-modern, nice ones.
In the interim.
In the interim, then once existing in the commissions of culture across the country now a what deplorable state and they are buying there. Okay. Why don't we spend the little money that we have to refurbish them?
Okay.
Nti ye start ye refurbish nia e eastern region no Koforidua
dia.
Ai ye ne kama. Ela ye start Kumasi apatakese. Ye start ye do baby no. Industry no ma yet ase say from some learnings from the eastern region one no any near course wo Kumasi no enshada emwa omo. So we needed to sit down with them and redesign it such that it will be the way they want it. Into normal projects need a delay kakra into no the redesigning and all that. Emma if you bet to me as I go back to the project and see if we could complete it before the end of the year. Tamale ni de yemfi ase kra. Into ubehwa in ye current manifesto no for 2020-2024 no ye science subium because ejumedia ye fi ase a enwie nti ye science so say ye beye sa theatres na nyame adum for the Kumasi one no ye nya Chinese investors omo ye interested in doing it ya signing MOU with them omo financial structure for funding the projects no e de aba e ma ye de koma Ministry of Finance so omo nhwemu no mungin tum omuhwem no mugi tum wi ana free say if the kwan na bia ombetumi a start construction otumfo so ada roma wama land yebesi state of the art theater no so nti at least Kumasi no we are making some progress nti second for more na tamale no so ye fiase a
Honorable Minister, you've spoken well, but you see, almost all the projects, no, I can't cram very creative arts bill passing into law, more pushing, I do gazetting stage, specialized course for the creative arts, more pushing, Chief Justice, like, okay, it will be done. We finish the paperwork when we resume in October. We come to the fiscal edifices, no, yes, Yanya Chinese for best sponsor. Documents that finance or more shame in the interim. We are doing some, art centers refurbishment because none of them is really 100%. No, 95 for her, sometimes 99 for her because gazettes in the area it creates an impression. Says still, I don't want delay and king kwa, mommy.
You know something?
Tell me something.
Passing a law is not that easy. It's a process. It's not an event. And see, first, you draft the bill. Even drafting the bill, Nukra, would they will instructions call Attorney General's department for them to sit down and draft an entire bill. It takes time. And then you need to do stakeholder engagements near there for the industry to understand the provisions near the Monson Farm near there. Nina a time consuming. We are a beko cabinet sube shrim. No muso de omwadwen say sa provision here wo ade no mu ade na musi say munyi ni say ye ni say muma ana we be create problem bia ana bibi nti omuso de omu ba now you have to go back to Attorney Generals again. Recommendations are cabinet diabano, you have to take it on board and revise the bill. Nti it's a process. Nti ya ye we nyina ewie na ye do pointer ye gazette and then it goes to parliament and then the process first reading second reading clause by clause na ya approve it. Enti say muhun say ya ye ejuma pa ya ye ejuma na 2020 said ya mekan koro aha ejuma ni bebre
enche bia na miami nua secretary for bet na ha and na ninji see information in time flow. Somebody to tell the president things that are not going well. Na sebio manusi samena so waye abanjumei 3 years kapren by when I was a sector minister. So Christopher Semno mudi aduhi.
You are welcome to Best Entertainment Show with your host Halifax and Addo on OK 101.7 FM.
Yo, me da say, no cre, say, abra, yankasa me ba, and so Chris can I'm part now. I hear Juma my ache, and so now ni remuneration no ake chiri kakra. If you say unim say would you be into the
government
into the
sector,
public sector, there are processes that we go through, and sana wait to me in your financial release in your manoma to get the person all those issues. So although we recognize that we needed his help, unim said, for instance, because we haven't passed the Creative Arts law, no. Creative Arts Council now is setting up. It's an interim council.
That's true.
Because the legal mandate is not there.
Yes.
But we recognize that we needed people to work with to get things going. So we set up an interim thing as a unit to support the ministry. And see, Emma nisika sem no eke chire kakra. But ni eguso ayetu ho anamo. Na nyame adom yetumi aye bibia mane ewie peye Emma mi yiri sesese aminua eni meba
so
bibia da kama.
Sa and see aba na ebeba. Okay, and I asked you because na omodistri no. Na omodika, how do you say it? I mean, omodi ridicule the entire leadership of the party. Say, na mukra, somebody supporting you. Say, na get you and buy for years now. But it's good you've clarified. Say, yes, it's true. But it's been
ye jidi say MPP say ye nimpa oda ye nim no oye lawyer ni
Nasa was we a lawyer.
Inse ye jidi say ye bibia wo mra
kwan so that echna be asem.
Yes, empese ye be categories. Ye bibia wo mra kwan so e ma ochina me ni wono obi ba obehun say Socrates ye fa anu no say ni anamon ye 2 year ye tumi gi ni 2 mu a ye tumi tua ne ka. No be am bebisa me question.
But mommy, you see, I was trying to read about you. I didn't know where you attended secondary school. Where have you been hiding? I say we a lawyer now. No, you're private. Nah, I mean, mommy, where did you grow up? I mean, who were your friends? Secondary school before you went into law. Beautiful woman like you, I won't peck say, "Who call you a danger or politics?" I mean, tell us briefly about you. Where did you grow up? Where, Safo?
Is she on the hot seat?
No. Beautiful woman. Okay.
So why this? You have to
Are you my producer?
Mommy, what he can't say.
No. I mean, honestly, say share politicians, even ministers, they've hidden their private partner. Mr. Chi, say, mommy, nothing about her. I mean, last time, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Accra. I've lived my whole life in Accra. Born and bred in Accra.
Newo Ojuoga.
In Yoga, wow.
Accra nick the fun.
Primary school, yeah, South Labadi Experimental. SL.
Yeah, Kajan.
Yeah, Kajan. The one Yoga wa jenche.
I see.
Yoga who ni papa minfun. Okay, I've Ukrainian never could if you bet the world cafe.
Orca fancy.
That one fancy what I won't craft.
Wow, I see. So from South La.
Yeah, then I went to Infantsman Girls Secondary School for my O level. And then from there I went to Wesley Girls High School for my A level.
Wow.
And then I went to University of Ghana, did my law, passed out, and started practicing as a lawyer. I worked with some law firms and with some corporate entities. Finally, I was with Shell Ghana Limited, which was taken over by Vivo Energy. And that was when I decided to step out into politics because of a few reasons. One was to support where I come from. Because if it unya now start to say kofia and now who said if ye now I can say matna nkran me papa owo me the year I graduated from law school and wu ye
may so rest
nti me ka kire me who say obre ya ahwe me nso wenya me ho mfaso nti mfaso a metumi aye ama nenim enya enyonyam is to go and do something where he comes from which is Christian Unival nti eno ka ho and then mammy ye imagine say me call
politics.
Aquacujina. And then I wouldn't say me a lawyer ni ba. Now I'm a member of FIDA Ghana.
Okay.
Time as Lucia president, I'm your vice.
Oh, okay.
It's one among baby na about women empowerment and fighting for women's rights in Yadi. They do baby no yakoni and near Mali Kasa. As some can say, na some muye lawyer for. Na musi yen fire who NG politics. And ya mundi kayen. Ni endi mwechi. It became an issue of walking the talk.
I get
and no nema as the usu echo stande.
Okay.
I mean Natoshi echo stande. And if it did been so mikodi omuchi.
I see.
That was the second reason. And the third reason, which was if I should say the last straw which broke the camel's back, was when His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo lost the election in 2012. And I'm catching me who say baby me nim papa no ne nisradwe hu
papa no
me nim ne nisradwe hu sunko ani odo a wo ma Ghana throughout his legal career ko a wako e de ama Ghana man na me nim say e de Ghana hye ne nsa obeye bibi papa e de ama Ghana nti saade a metu anamo no maboa ma hwe say obe win election.
Wow.
Na me nim so say Prisia Hunivali baby am free ye wo votes pa e na me kan e ye boom nti saa mekonoma kokko saa konden no na matwe votes no di amano wa bedi mampani na wa boa Ghana man nti that was the last
Ampanso o close imagine no kakra man and you are telling assuring us 2020 we die boom boom. Okay. Before I let in Socrates and then here, before I let in Ricky, your sense of fashion, you've been very consistent. Do you make up yourself? Does someone make up you? Is this one is what? Is it eyeshadow or eye pencil? They are all educated. Obi then. Wait. I. But didn't you mascara? And your mascara, mommy knows what I'm talking about.
The eyebrow.
It's been very consistent. Your hairstyle very consistent. Your cabin sleeves let's start with the eyebrow. Do you do it yourself? Do you have a paid person? Do they measure before? Let's say, nipa so missy measurements now, but you need. Because every other day it's so consistent.
I do it myself.
So then we are there. It's in the measurements now, yeah.
And naturally, no. I had very sparse eyebrows.
Okay.
Very sparse. Inti that mempe.
Okay.
Inti me started say me try my eyebrow. Achepa. Inti practice makes perfect.
You're welcome to
Now, this is the woman people said on pen comodie now on pen media interview. Look at how she's made me laugh. I've forgotten I'm interview. Also, practice makes perfect. Or now, why yeah for sometimes I want to measure the pictures. My interest said will it be longer than they be correct? Ricky, mommy call parliament. You miss one or two now. You enjoy the quite.
I can say or a politician.
I'm telling you.
Every question you ask from every angle.
Deliver
Politics.
Yeah.
And
she always kills it to
exactly.
that.
And
she ends by saying boom boom.
I think she's mastered the art well, and we are all proud of her. But Okasane, she spoke about her background, in terms of when she was doing law, she was within the oil sector, petroleum, Shell now or no, and then she's branched into creative arts. Into number pesemi honest conversation. I even think in the ministry, you were doing lands and forestry. Yeah.
Before she came.
Yeah, before she came here. So honest conversation. You've been there. Unim structures a lot of even funding, a lot of cash revenue from that side, which we all know in terms of the oil and gas sector, and then into creative arts. Conversations, of course, with the criticisms, the backlash, everything. What do you think we are facing as an industry? Because for me, I can say maybe you are a little new into our industry, considering our background. What do you see the creative as an honest conversation so that someone like me, because they be say Charlie, money no day inside. Let's all leave and get ourselves. A lot of us who start with creative art eventually end up in other industries at the tail end of our careers. What been at least you are at the top level of management in terms of your art. What is the real problem? I'm sorry, you're a politician, but beyond politics.
So, Ricky, you mean that there's a person who trained in law, and then she's worked in the oil
and gas
from a legal perspective.
Forestry and all
so,
of that.
For such a person coming into the arts space now, those of us in the arts may not see anything, but what her observations are
because it depends. It also seems like even in the arts, and we say there are no structures. We don't even have an industry.
You don't give her a clue. Let her give you her own,
No, me personally building points in the man so that me appreciate where I'm coming from. I just want an honest opinion of how you see the creative arts challenges, even from the law perspective. And so, we suffer, we struggle a lot within this industry.
I think answer our panel, the two anymore. That advice. The honest one.
Okay. For me, I think industry has a lot of potential, but there are also several challenges. It be the funding support that I mentioned. It be so infrastructure. A best support mujumana moye no. And it be so more industry no more kasan so more attitude. When more industry no man kasa some attitude. More groupings and associations near the end are too fragmented. I think that you have to actually sit down and try and merge some of the groups and come up with stronger associations instead of peace. No, me a little a simple example. Recently, when I became the minister, there was this gentleman in the film industry, awards. Awards and BB film awards or something. And see the first near all year for that year no or invited me and I call ye. I got a lot of backlash from it. Say we on Sheda and Dimu industry no no now yes say ni say. But the issue is that no matter his status in the industry no onu etumi dwen ho enya etu sa na mo no. And this year he managed to get His Excellency the President to agree to attend that event. Oba is an opportunity for the industry to engage the president. Immediately the news went out, hey, etija and away and no free he and I say and yanko all kinds of and I'm like, even if you feel that he doesn't have that standing, he has managed to move to the level where he's drawing the president to you. So why don't we all get on board and go and engage the president and tell him say high who can say obey say and so ye ye ni ade what him say and so yes at see e ko emasa event no we had to put it on hold I think we lost an opportunity when into sa issue no so issue be we have to address. When I was appointed, we can say yes, you can say ombe kasani adia, ombani adia, but I noticed that in the industry, so I decided to stay back for a while and work and build something and let the work that I've done speak for itself before I start to engage, because wo be kasa sesia na unyanye ya adichin ya no bi digina ha. No be the Another example I will give is this film village project. You can say you per film village. And I may call time I call signing MOU Kumasi. Ya signing ya year interviews ni BBA and I will be ni me doing common one chain no be me say. Na film village in so hakosi say. And I can say oh committee na set here the report aba. Na o can say ni say but if na ye be hwe decision is yet to be taken. And no pet, yes, yakasa the film village in Ekoha, and also Betija. Well, I think, say, the industry itself sometimes hurts itself. The people in the industry themselves sometimes and also ye bibia, say ye to me engage in ye shena, a crew ye near ye juma, so that we can move the industry forward. Because the industry has a lot of potential.
Okay, to also add up now, I want to know, sir, with what you said, because you can leave us at any time. What I say, you can leave to a different industry and still your boha. So I want to get that for myself so that I know how I practice the trade. Are you trying to say when you this pettiness and I say lack of unity, it doesn't happen in other industries? I don't know if what I say
not to the extent of the creative industry, because creative industry, they have a lot of access to the media. Fano, Association of Ghana Industries, they may have their issues. How often will you find members of the Association of Ghana Industries posting things on social media about issues in their industry? You will seldom find it. Doesn't mean that they don't have issues. What you say? But as the creative industry, no be a pepper. Now I think it's also by virtue of our nature of being creative people, and we are always out there and commenting on it, and also social media easily accessible, and then it goes very far. But we should step back a bit and weigh things and not always put things out there. at the end of the day, no, a healthy industry.
Lastly, in terms of structure, any revenue from how you see it, do you think say you're ready enough? The industry is well organized, well structured enough. Say you can personally decide that okay, or the 100 million ebe share industry mo, and you know, per your little observation and practice, you know that you can make your money back.
Yes, that is why we are working on putting the structures in place. By the time the former administration was leaving office, the Film and Classification Act had been passed. And then we came and we have started the implementation to support the film industry. Because in himself, film industry, a huge opportunity. And see, now there is a structure in place. So all the activities, and they have the experts from the industry on the board. So they will now roll and advise the ministry, say, when a film industry and I can't say they have started doing a film pitch series. And we are no free in China. And they are starting a creative arts bill. Creative arts bill has representation of all the domains in the industry. And he say it's me passing law that institution is set up and it has the experts from the industry in there. They know their issues. So they will take it up and start attacking it one by one. Let's just say ministry also did support Abba. Emma, yet to me a transforming industry. And I can say the legal and institutional framework is key. You can say tourism because there is an entity there that is seeing to their development. So that is the same that we want to do for the creative arts sector, which is being done for the film industry as well. And I think that when all this comes together, the sky is the limit.
1 minute, with the last one. Last one.
Then be snappy about it. I have to move on.
NSAS, I'm sure say you are following the issue in Nigeria. Yeah, our fellow Nigerians. The ministry did something for George Floyd. Black Lives Matter time now. Yeah. What are the steps, for our ministry? Because I know how much Nigerians love Ghana in terms of even artists always coming here to promote their music, Afro Nation, spearheaded by Nigerians and all of that. What are plans from the ministry to advance Sarkos?
Truth be told, it's an issue of concern, but we haven't looked at it in that dimension. Ube who say George Floyd, we had just ended the year of return. Now, Yafre, Mufi Amanoni. Say omumbrefie nti say omunipa aye attacked and attacking the whole black community na ehona na yehun say yetumi eye bibi na we nso abai watwe madwen abasu yebedwen hu ne ahwe appropriate steps to take.
Okay, so my guest has been the woman herself, Barbara Otin JC, Member of Parliament for Prisia Huni Valley, and our own sector minister in charge of tourism, creative arts, and culture. Interesting conversation so far. Mame, incident krana udi bejaye kwai. Yemre no yemre.
Niameka finally, and say Ghana yekwa kotuaba 2020 December 7 yekwa kotuaba yedi tumi ashe enkrofonsa yedi oman ashe omunsa na medie mi wogidie ewo His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo mu ejuma pa waye amagana man time all pray tumi no na yenso ne hweda na onye omampeninda inti odinia obetumi aye nyina etuda eno ka se mutu abama mea me ba we ena mehwe ne maye edi aboa oman no eni Ghana man ba no kware so obaye odi ose eyoyo we tu anamon baako enioma oka se obeye nyina ni nyina we tu hu anamon ni anan krofo angie ndi yesi ya enye yie gise 20 years sike ni ho VSHS enso ɔde ose ayɔyɔ saa nimpa wei no gyina hɔ sɛ yɛn san fa to mi ɛnhyɛ ne nsa nti me deɛ mewɔ gyidie ɛwɔ ne mu ɛfiri sɛ obi so ɛpre ɔno so de nansɛm ɛto dwa yɛde to mi hyɛ ne nsa no yɛnim nea ɔyɛɛyɛ sɛsi a ayɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmampanin na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɛde promises ɛna ɛbɛgye to mi nti saa de a yɛn nso yɛde over promises ɛbɛba bɛgye to mi na yɛn yɛhu ɔmo adwuma da na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɛbrɛ a ɔyɛ promises no na yɛhu ne adwuma yɛde to mi hyɛ ne nsa nso wabɛkyerɛ ne adwuma ɛma yɛn nyinaa yɛhu 3 SHS planting for food and jobs 1 district 1 factory ne nyinaa ɔka sɛ ɔbɛyɛ wayɛ enti mɛmma obi mfa ne over promises ɛmbɛdaadaa o ɛnyɛ saa yɛbɛto aba enu yɛn ho nti yɛn nyinaa yɛn bom yɛn ka sɛ ɛyɛ bumbum kɔkɔmɔ for his excellency Nana Addo Dankwa.
My guest this morning has been my own minister in charge of tourism, creative arts and culture, the Honorable Barbara Otin JC, who also doubles as member of parliament for Prestia Huni Valley. I didn't ask her one question, and it's It's about Mr. Tony Otin JC. What is her husband? By Emre. She's explained, I mean, her constituency issues, creative arts issues, ministry issues, with year. Also, my juma, and that's creative arts bill, no, Addo stage for gazetting, and then from that, President Nanwatum, he's spoken to the majority leader, said, look, even if it's under certificate of emergency, my impossible way before we end this current parliament now. I think that is great news for me. Madam, thank you for coming. I am honored.
Thank you very much for having me.
And
thank you to Mr. Otin JC for agreeing to let his wife step out into politics. Because we are private sector businessman. Yeah, it's me hard dream. And so Odina Kumapa etamichi.
Honorable Minister, talking about your husband, your eyes are sparkling. I mean, is the love that deep after 5 children?
Yes, we do.
Halifax.
Safumapong, it's past 12.
But at least, and the questions in there, I'm the one who has said, Minister, but Wabe explain be a much as here.
As therefore, we are crossing over to Peace 104.3 for the midday news. My name is Halifax, and Saudi It is my production headed by Gloria Obiya, under the executive production of the man himself, Father Dr. Dixon Na. DJ Toxic handles my music. Where is Pablo? Pablo Nihayene. Okay. Thanks so much for listening. I'll be back on Friday. Should I announce my guest now? No. Let's go for the midday news. God bless you.